bust free, beautiful hands. Here comes Chicago for the opening score. They're going to get it done. Brock Webster scores for the Hounds. Brings it down and they rumble towards the try line. They're over. Chicago have their second score, and it's the forwards that get the goodies. Here's Herbst behind the back. Beautiful ball. Duncan Matthews in his 50th finds Warner on the outside. Paddy Ryan slides towards the line. Beautiful breakout from the fullback. Brock Webster's beaten 2 or 3.
Oh, wow.
Is he over the line? Yes, he is. Brock Webster's a magician. The Emerald City of Seattle sees the Seawolves return home to host the only undefeated team left in 2026. What a blockbuster to kick off Week 5 of Major League Rugby. It's the Chicago Hounds taking on Seattle here at Starfire Stadium in Washington. Seawolves players lying on the wrong side of this ruck. Basker finally gets possession behind the back of Pipoletti. Barreling and able to get up is Theo Faris, a bit of an action hero at the moment as a 25-year-old. Chicago in white, looking to attack here. Flesch looking to bust free, beautiful hands. Here comes Chicago for the opening score. They're going to get it done. Brock Webster scores for the Hounds, and they start the game like absolute sensations.
Exceptional start, Dallin. This is what the Hounds do so well. Clinical with ball in hand. The way they move the ball around as well is something to behold. Forwards and backs combining. They're really clicking.
Theo Faris for an attacking set piece here. Tomas Casares brings it down and they rumble towards the try line. They're over. Chicago have their second score, and it's the forwards that get the goodies.
You'd have to say it was a mere formality for Chicago. They are on a roll at the moment. Only 7 minutes gone, 2 tries already. And with Regan Hadding being sent from the field, that meant the forward pack had one less body. Look at the exchange of hands. Hilsenbeck was playing hot potato. Mark O'Keefe storms onto it. He's a strong runner. Videla steps into scrum half. Brock Webster with the quick hands. They have so many numbers down that short side. The confidence at which this team is playing is incredible. Seattle just doing whatever they can to stop this green and white machine on this occasion.
Reino Herbst getting heavily involved. Been pinched the other way. Here comes Oworu now this time.
No, contract was good.
And now around the fringes. A little bit of a high tackle here on O'Keefe. That's Herbst. Casares goes low. Most line-out steals in Major League Rugby this season. Beautiful offload. Here we go for another score. Mason Flesch, how good are you? Chicago have their third.
Simply unstoppable, Dallin. Chicago Hounds, especially the try scorer. This man here, Mason Flesch, he's been everywhere in this first half. So rightly so, he would find himself crossing that try line. It all started here. Webster, the 2-on-1 out there. Peyton Wall having a worldie as well. Speculator back on the inside, so it was fortunate for Chicago they brought it back in. We had a little turnover and then a turnover back in favour of Chicago, and that was simple. Basker just playing with the defence, holding it up, and Flesch with the line.
The Seawolves looking to charge onto this one. Big shot on Diavolt Kurza. The 28-year-old hits the deck with more advantage.
Yeah, thanks.
Ignacio Piculo, the Uruguayan international, just outside the 22. Here's Herbst behind the back. Beautiful ball. Duncan Matthews in his 50th finds Warner on the outside. Paddy Ryan slides towards the line, and he's got there. Seattle strike back at home, and listen to the roar.
Momentum coming in. Yeah.
They've come alive. The Starfire faithful. What a treat for the home crowd. Anything you can do, we can do better, says Seattle. The way they move the ball through the hands. Again, forwards coming in, combining. There's Herbst out the back ball. And Davey Kurza again, mid-tackle. Paddy Ryan does extremely well. He got low. He saw that cover defence screaming across.
Another short ball. What can they unlock here? Very close to that try line. Another pick and go.
Thanks.
Basker rips it away. Inside pass. Hilsenbeck goes out wide. O'Keefe. He's in the corner. A fourth try for Chicago. The forwards do all the hard work, but Mark O'Keefe gets the 5.
Another wonderful team try from Chicago. Inching their way forward through the pack. So much patience in attack. Here's an example of that. Very flat pass. We said that was it forward.
Which one? No.
Might be reviewed. Play on, said the referee at that stage. The inside pass was great. They're mixing up their passes really nicely, Chicago.
I'm trying really hard
And then
to
a
manage
valiant effort from Rousseau out wide, but O'Keefe.
I'll go for it.
But here comes Chicago now. The Hounds in familiar territory. Rolling ball. Peeling around the fringes. Lucas Rumble with support from Mason Flesch. He picks around the fringes. Mason Flesch is over. I call him the debt collector because he'll make you pay. And Chicago score their fifth.
Having an outstanding half so far, Mason Flesch. Proving himself unstoppable. He's been everywhere, both in attack and defence. Just too much pressure from the Hounds. After Seattle losing that challenge, it was already a penalty. They didn't get the try in the corner, but it came back. Offside was the ruling against Seattle. And so this close to the line, they're just proving their worth.
Again, it's Rödling Ace. The 33-year-old outside of Clarkstorp, and Tion Lutz with a pinch. Beautiful stuff from the centre. And now hoof downfield from O'Keefe for Chicago.
Oh, it's in. Play on.
Still going with a pick-up. Webster's there! Error 404, defence not found.
What was it?
And Chicago stun the crowd here in Seattle.
He did.
Not the Wallabies, Mark Stabina, where you're from. I'm down in Stanford. Brilliant to be with you here for the second half. Chicago rumble is forward. Furey at scrum off. Viadella rips it away. Tion Lutz goes in midfield.
Tackle, Liz.
Gets a knee on the ground there. And will pick through the fringes. Tion Lutz yet again finds Webster. Beautiful breakout from the fullback. Brock Webster's beaten 2 or 3.
Oh, wow.
Is he over the line? Yes, he is. Brock Webster's a magician. Get me tickets.
No, he grounded it first before he twisted. Yeah.
You heard the wow from me, Dal. I thought Rickard Hadding had made a try-saving tackle, but beautiful movement from the Hounds again. Not the start that Seattle wanted or needed. Going from strength to strength. And Webster is having a blinder of a match.
Yeah. Nah, all good.
Brock Webster. Such a great player for, and that's straight through the middle, Lewitz. He's looking to get more ball in hand as well. I mean, just look at the way that Webster evades those would-be defenders coming in. Again, valiant effort from the captain, Hadding. And you'll see a wonderful angle here from front on. Dan Creel always in the action, making huge tackles, but then
10 seconds.
Clever play from Lewitz there. Releases the ball, gets up, no one in front of him.
Sit.
Options both sides here for Basker and Awaru. Big shove, almost loose there. Some soccer skills here. FIFA World Cup's coming here to the US soon, and Awaru could be in that side. Here's Lucas Rumble getting close for Chicago.
Away, blue.
Forwards digging in. Seattle asked to defend again.
Yeah, stay. Oh, stay.
Ball's there. Basker tells the forwards to get over it. Another pick and go. Rickard Hadding's there waiting. Mason Flesch had 2 already. Peeling towards the line. Chicago are there. What a score it is. Matt Awaru, the Canadian Zamboni, gets one. And it's try number 8 for Chicago. They can do nothing wrong tonight.
You do not want that man anywhere near the try line with a low body height. Awaru has been outstanding in this scrum. He knew that would happen. Seattle holding on. That was the early one, the reset. Came back for the penalty, and then Chicago piled on the pressure again, and it came down to this. Awaru just sees that.
Chicago find themselves in familiar territory as Luke White waits at first receiver. Big Luke White charges upfield. They finally bring him to the ground. His parents, Mark and Liz, watching. His family as well.
Leave it, blue. Ball's there, stay on side.
Lewis loops to the left-hand side where Viadella is. Awaru there looking after possession.
Still advantage offside.
More advantage for the Hounds. Chicago look to have scored here. Right next to the post and try awarded. They're in again.
Yeah.
Chicago have their 9th try in this game. And it's their forwards that get it done. Theo Faree with the score.
Can they be stopped, Chicago? It does not seem so. Piling on the points.
Can Boyer and Seattle get on the board next? They've only scored 1 try tonight so far.
No contest, play
through
on.
Paddy Wright. Yeah, down the fringes they go. Lerome White charging upfield. Good strong carry from the replacement. Boyer goes to the wide channels. Big strong fends as well. Vavau getting close to the line. T.I. Vavau, 24 years young. The local player from Seattle has hands on their far side. Duncan Matthews in his 50th Major League Rugby game scores. A well-deserved try for the fullback. He's done everything tonight, and his wife Kira will be very proud, as well as his son Carter.
Never give up is the motto of Seattle right now. Giving the home crowd something to cheer about. They've been extremely patient as they've witnessed this Chicago team come into their house and just dismantle their boys in blue and green. Vavau was the one that set it up.
Here.
Charging forward, taking 3-4 defenders to put him down. Quick hands from Warner. And that never say die attitude from Matthews. He has thrown himself into everything, as he always does.
Yeah.
Not the biggest of players, but he is not afraid of the contact.
15 to go, 15.
Here we go, Seattle.
Take by Reno Herbst. And the forward pack here from the Seawolves as Leaky Chang Tung with possession at the back. Brilliant rolling maul. They're over the line. Seattle scored their 3rd try. And the lights flicker here at Starfire Stadium.
Don't you love to see it, Dallin? Coming charging back in this final 10 minutes of play. Hear the roar of the crowd. And you said it before, these youngsters, these fresh legs, they've really stepped up. They needed to. They've come on the field. It helps that they've got a full complement as well. 15 on 15. Nice tidy line out, driving maul. And Boyer in there to help his man, Leaky Chan Tung. Crash over the try line. One more try, we have a bonus point for Seattle.
They win this one by 59-22 in week 5 of Major League Rugby. Mark, what a performance.
Well, that's an understatement, Dallin, really. I'm just here looking and thinking about how Chicago came out of the gates, silenced the crowd early, shell-shocked the home team. We kept saying, this team, Seattle, had all the players they needed to, but Chicago are on fire.